Hi everyone. Today in this video, I'm going to focus on how do we, what you get benefit of, learning from this course. So let me show you a few of my, let's design a Miro board and probably let's take help from ChatGPT because I think everybody trusts ChatGPT more. So that'll be wise enough to take help from ChatGPT and see what ChatGPT has to say about it and how we think, right? So currently, it's about how cloud apps are. Basically, like you heard of AWS, Google Clouds, right? These are the kind, right? So first, let me drag this one probably one sticky note and let's call it server because this is we need, right? And let's create this another one which we called cloud systems. So every cloud system will be will need a server, right, where they can hold your data and everything. And from there, let's say here, that's your website, right? Let's keep which is in the center, like your website. And that's what happened, they that's how from server your website gets data and cloud system that's paid where you pay your money, right? Probably they'll charge something and everything. That's how the thing is. I'm sure everybody who's working for I would say, those who know like cloud systems, those who are paying money, that's how thing works. If you're a tech guy, like that's how thing works. But with this course, which I'm bullish for, why I'm pitching, like why I'm teaching exclusively to close circles, to teach about this technology, new technology where you can bypass these systems and create your own cloud system the way you want to, and use it for your website. So this is the existing system. That's how we currently run. And first, let's ask ChatGPT also. Let's stay logout, right? Let me, yeah. So ask ChatGPT. I want to ask what is inside the server. A server typically contains a combination of hardware and software components designed to process, store, and deliver data or services to other computers, clients over a network. There's a breakdown of what inside a server. So server has a CPU, central processing unit, and RAM memory, right, and motherboard, storage like uh, HDDs, SSDs, network interface cards, 1 GPs, power supply, cooling system, expansion card, cases, right? And software components, operating systems. Typically, a server uses Linux, Ubuntu server, which is very famous. Probably they have Windows server, right? So server will need, and then server software like web server, Apache, and MySQL database server, right? So these are software components we need. We install it. It's similar to the way we install it on website, right? So let's say, so isn't it same component are available in our laptop or mobile, right? Common sense, right? Isn't same component are available in our laptop or mobile? Yes, server laptops and mobile all share the same basic type of components, CPU, memory, storage, etc. But they differ greatly in scale, power, durability, and purpose. That's the catch, What what is your requirement? Let's suppose you're running an e-commerce company, and your clientage is 500 users, and your client is 1,000 users. So now it's totally up to your use case, how you design your website, how you talk to APIs, probably call APIs. So now with this chat, you understood like every setup is same, server is same, and server, mobile, desktop, every has same components, which is CPU, RAM, storage, network, and an operating system, right? So there is no fight where it's different. They are no different. They are same thing. And so let's say like what basically uh, RAM does. RAM is really important. RAM is a random access memory. It's your system short-term memory. Here is a simple breakdown. So let's say what RAM basically does. RAM temporarily stores. Remember this word RAM temporarily stores data that your CPU needs right now or very soon. So probably a timeline, you need to read it within 5 minutes. You read it, the information in 10 minutes, probably. A limited time, probably say half an hour max to max. So a very limit time, like this is very soon. So I think the best use case I see in like max to max 5 minutes or 10 minutes, not more than that. Uh, uh, that's what I've realized. Like, actually, I've not worked directly on this, but that's what it is. It's a temporarily memory, right? Just correct. Now I want to ask, so let's say what is the common thing in between server, right, and then device uh, and a website. So high level server devices like phones or laptops and websites are all part of the digital ecosystem, right? And they share several common elements: data, how all three handle data in some form, servers, devices, websites, code, software. They all rely on software code, how to function. Websites are built with code, right? They're hypertext languages. This is HTML. I think it's hypertext markup language, yeah. And then that CSS. Custom, I think I have no idea. JavaScript backend code. So it's a markup languages where you need to mark some keywords and so that it get data from server and then it shows. Correct. So that's how it works. The protocols, STPs, they use same kind of protocols, right? And user interaction. But yeah, so to handle task in memory. But my main question is, what is the common thing in RAM and a custom state of a website? So RAM and a custom states are same. They both store temporarily in memory data. Temporary stores data for apps. Temporary stores user specific UI state. Data is lost when device turn off. State is lost when page reloads or session ends, unless saved, right? So basically both does the same thing, right? RAM only shutdowns when the system is off. That's why server never gets off. They always keep on running, utilize your electricity and everything, because if they somehow they got shut down, then there is no need for cloud, right? There is no point of cloud. uh, so everything stays within the RAM, and that's what it is. That's what we are trying to make people aware and make people learn what database, how to why you use this course, why the speed course is important, and why database company is important in future, or probably in coming future, because there will be a lot of AI technologies coming in. There is no doubt about it. I'm already taking help of ChatGPT, and you see how I'm communicating, and that's how it is. That's how it's going to be. The future is AI, right? So you'll see a lot of bots outside in our home, or probably inside in our home, doing a lot of lot of good things, right? And then to, make them probably say transactional. Every bot will need some kind of data and connection with database, right? So there is no denying that you won't see any AI or robots in your life, probably in the tune of next 5 years, 10 years, or probably let's just talk about a little early, probably 1 year or maybe 2 year, right? You'll see a lot of bots. They'll need a lot of database, right? So this is where database companies will thrive. And this is why we have created this course where you can optimize your database well efficiently and do not, be dependent on any of the cloud companies. Just be independent, and that's how going to be the let's like build your own tech infrastructure because that'll be like it'll be like it won't be I would say it won't be expensive like the way servers are right now in some countries, but that's how it is. So now you understood about RAM and custom states. These are temporarily stores the data in your server, and custom states temporarily stores in your data for your website until the page gets refreshed or loaded. So you have some time where you can utilize the electricity, right? Don't waste electricity. Utilize the resources. Don't waste resources, right? So that's what it is. Right now, we talk about reaching zero level, right? So this is what it is. You don't waste resources. Utilize resources very well. So that's how. So now you understood what this cloud systems are. That's the existing systems are. Now I'll propose what I'm going to teach you in my course. So let's drive a sticky notes. So let's say this is going to be your website, right? And let's say you will have a lot of users. Uh, let's say add a text here, which is which I'll call it users. There will be plenty of users. Like let's drag a little, and I'll connect it. This probably so these users will use your website, right? They'll they'll come in, they'll go, they'll enter some details, they'll type. You need server, you need a database to store these information, right? And to bypass, you need a strategy how to bypass cloud systems, how to how to make sure that you utilize your database well. So that's why now we'll create a system in this course. What we are teaching, we are creating a system. So that's one. So let's suppose, so this is your main website, right, where user interacts. Let's suppose this is going to be your main website where user interact. Now, based on your requirements, how many users you have, you can create your own cloud system. You wanna know how? That's so let's say dummy website and say one, correct, and just paste this one. So dummy website two, right? So this is connected with this, correct? Now you make interaction with APIs. You send information, whatever user types in, you send information to your website one. If you need a more website, you can create more dummy websites. You can send information here, dummy website two, right? So, and then probably get API calls written back, and then let me just do this. Let's delete this one. Yeah. So then API will return a call here. Let's do this way. Yeah. So user will be connected to your main website like this. Main website will send data to your dummy website. Dummy website can be anything like x.com, y.com. I'm just giving an example. It's not, I'm referring to Twitter, the x.com, which, right? So it can be XYZ, any website, a dummy website. How much you need to pay, right? Only need to pay 600 rupees, 700 rupees, in a year, right? I'm talking about a domain value. cheapest name value, right? The only thing you need to do is build your app tech team very well. Those who can, how to interact with APIs, uh, sending information from this website to this website, dummy to this website, organize your API well, and so that in between custom states, you can, do some temporarily storage of your devices, and then probably once every 2 minutes you can save that information to your database, so you can well optimize your database, your app, and that's how you can save your information. So let's let me just keep my face a little less so that you can see what I'm saying is, let me write a note here, and probably I'll color it to blue one so that we can differentiate that it's for the text only. Now I'm saying API calls to save data, right? And you also can, so you can also connect these database from all these websites, right? This website can connect to this database. This website can connect to this database. Your main website can be connected to this website, like this one, right? So let's change this color. So this is going to be, let's say, I would say that like pink, right? So this is going to be your server, right? Which is going to be centralized, right? Correct. So now, uh, it's all dependent on API calls to save data, save time, save resources. You're making API calls to dummy website one, you're making API calls to dummy website two, or probably then you can store database information there, right? From dummy website one, from dummy website two. That's how we are teaching in this course how to burst the cloud system so that a lot of people can engage in creating a database company, um, and bypass these systems where and create their own companies, especially for small traders where they need probably have a clientage of 10,000 users or probably million users, so that you can well optimize that your data resources well. See, I don't see any problem even if your app is kind of Instagram or something like that. It's a heavy website. It depends what is your architecture is. So what I'm saying is you really do not need the cloud systems. You only need the website, how you design websites, create some dummy website, create some database, parse the database. So that's the one use case we are trying to achieve, right? And there is another we are trying to achieve, which is I would say this, let's say, let's keep it like 144, and I would say that's going to be vector database. So what vector database is, I have not, like, I don't know, like, any of you know it, but some of you might know you. Sorry, you must know this, so that what is vector databases. So vector database, what it does, it, give some numerical values to your database. Let's suppose, like, in my database, I have this information, right? I have this short text, right, where I'm saving short text values, right? And probably now I'll give this short text equals some values. Let's say I've given this short text some value called, just for an example, 2568923, some numerical value, right? So now this short text will have, let's say, uh, let's say this short text will have, let's say, 10,000 records, right? So you 10,000 records by mean, and in an Excel format, it's one Excel, cell number one, cell number two, cell number three, cell number four. That's how. So now you have 10,000 records, right? But short text you given 256 982, a primary number. But for every 10,000 records, what you'll do, you'll design a way. Yeah. So probably you just say this short text is going to be the same number, let's say 256 9893, right? So that's that's it's a short text, right? So short text equivalent to this number. We have just given this short text a number. Now I need to give 10,000 records a unique ID itself. So this is going to be this number, and say very first it's going to be 1, and then hyphen 2, hyphen 3, hyphen 4, hyphen 10,000. That's one way of doing it. And let's say equals to 2, say 256 9893 to 10,000, right? So now like one is stands for one record, two is for two record. So now you've not shared your data with anyone, right? You're only sharing the numerical values. You're not sharing any of your data. Data stays safe with you. You if you are trying to integrate with any chat GPT systems, any AI data, probably to create a system where you can speak to chat GPT, and where you have a need to share your database with chat sorry, where you have a need to share your systems. So now you know how to share it. Just share these values designed a proper way where you can uh, uh, tell the chat assistant that this number belongs to this, and then probably you it's you don't have to share the information again and again. It's only one time. Similarly goes for a long text, and like every field, right? It will behave like same, right? You only have to give a unique identifier, right? I would say unique identifier. So everything will have unique values, unique propositions, right? So now you know how it works. Let's suppose you have a big PDF file, right? So I'll just copy this one, and I'll probably paste it, right? And now I say you have a PDF file, right? So PDF have a lot of words, right? Uh, and it has a lot of categories, like a lot of questions. Like suppose you have a PDF which contains 400 pages, for an example. And I'm sure like every 400 page, they'll be like indexing, like some of, let's say, I would say. So this PDF, let's say, will have, I would say, uh, 400 pages, right? Now you want to break these 400 pages. Let's say I'll just copy this one, I'll paste this one, and you want to break it, right? So you break it how many questions it has, right? And similarly, if you know the questions, like it has a 300 value, right? So probably that's by default, there will be 300 answers also, right? So then again, you can give these questions a unique identifier and save it in your database if you want to, or probably without the need of sharing your data to any of the chat GPT or any of systems. You can only share these unique identifiers with them and ask questions so that they can, respond it accordingly. So that's what we are teaching in vector database, how to save your data and do not share with, any of the clients. So that's how it is going to be. So you want to learn why this paid course is important. It's not a clone of. I'll be very clear about my. I know, like I've used Airtable as a UI, but it's not a clone of Airtable or Basero. What we are trying to do is we are trying to create a system where we can create a vector database, where we can not create, where we can teach how to create a vector database to people, and where we can teach how to bypass cloud system so that you can build your own architecture of your app, so that you can your tech team is well optimized, uh, building these systems, because this is the system you need from now and from the coming future, right? As I described, there will be so many AI, there will be so many bots, right? So that's going to be right. So if you're really interested, know how to build this and wanna build this database company, do join this course. I've just opened very limited number of seats now, and it's not like I want to make it public to everyone, but I also want to see how we are getting, how we are getting into the groove, what people are taking benefits out of this. So that's why we are only sharing very limited number of seats. I just say buy this course. This will help you in an immense way. Uh, Thanks for watching this video. If you're watching till here, and I hope I soon you buy this course and we soon interact and probably design the tech we want, right? And of course, in an ethical way. There is no unethical we want to do. It's purely ethical ways. We want to protect our data. We want to create our own system. That's it. Uh, there is no wrongdoing, and we are not hitting anyone. It just we are building systems what we want to build for ourselves, and that's how it should be. So yeah, man, let's learn it. So do join my course. Thank you so much for this watching this video. Hope you buy this course. Have a nice day ahead. Thank you so much.